I don't mind working night shifts. At this hour, boring and relaxing mean the same thing. No hustle, no complaints. Just empty tables and the hum of the cafe. We're a power-up place, so you can sit anywhere, stretch out, even plug in a laptop. Not tonight. The emptiness pressed in on me. Outside the windows was only darkness, broken now and then by the distant wail of sirens. I even wished someone would come in. Gamers, kids meeting after liking each other's pictures, even a weirdo asking for something we don't serve. Turkish coffee, maybe. As if. We serve regular. Regular coffee, regular food. Prepackaged, prefabricated. Normalized. And I guess that makes me one of the lucky ones. I used to design systems. Now I pour coffee. But I have work. Not what I wanted, not what I deserve, but it's something. At least I still see real people, not polished virtual stand-ins following a protocol. The door slapped shut. I turned around and saw a man. One look at him sent my internal weirdo meter swinging. But who else shows up at this hour? He was dressed all in black, polished shoes, like an agent out of a cheap movie. Tall and broad, but somehow deflated. He stared past me at the abstract paintings with a glassy, unfocused look. His skin had a faint green tint. I thought about calling the police. I didn't. He tried to stand, rose a few inches, then dropped back onto the bench. I need a plug. What? I laughed. This is a cafe, not an ad agency. He shook his head. Relax, I said, pointing to the jack by the table. Pick your upgrade. I'll get coffee. When I came back, he was still hunched, untouched. I thought you needed... Plug, he hissed. His head hit the table, knocking over the salt. His words blurred together, like a toy with dying batteries. His head dropped onto the table with a dull thud. I gasped and stepped back. That's when I saw the connector at the base of his neck. So this is what they look like up close, I thought. The latest Zintech model. In the magazines, they were smooth, alert, complete. Here he was sagging at the table, eyes strained, the port at his neck exposed and crude. I still read those magazines out of habit. Seeing him like this made them feel dishonest. I was suddenly grateful for my job, for the simple fact that people still wanted a human to hand them coffee. I didn't know why. Maybe some things still mattered. Consciousness is humanity's last stand. That's what they say, anyway. I looked at him. What was I supposed to do with a powerless hunk of silicone and metal? I called Zintech. After the jingle, "This is your tech from Zintech," a voice answered. "Hi, this is Robert." "Sure," I said. "Robert, we've got one of yours here, completely drained." "Do you know the model?" "No, but you can look." I turned on the visual. "Ah, 525-DX, version B." He sounded pleased. "There's a service port near the neck. Can you access it?" "Got it. Do you have a phone charger?" "Yes." "Plug it in. Other end goes into a regular outlet." "Done." "Great. Now wait for the system to boot." I waited a couple of minutes with the bot still on the line. Then he twitched. "Looks like he's coming back," I said. "What's next?" "That's it. Once the system finishes loading, he'll be as good as new. Thank you for your cooperation. Please give us your address. The company will send you a present." "What kind?" "Oh, I can't say, but I'm sure you'll like it." "Thanks, Robert. Is there anything else I can help you with tonight?" "No, that's it. Goodbye." He straightened in the chair and looked at me. "Coffee?" I asked automatically, and immediately knew it was the wrong question. He raised an eyebrow, expression unreadable. "Sorry," I said. "What happened to you?" He kept the same unreadable expression. It was because of her. "Who?" "The woman." "So it's a woman's fault," I said. "Again." He frowned, clearly not following. No, it wasn't her fault, he said, but it was because of her. Your discharge? Yes. Who was she? My employer. Doing what? She's a writer. I assisted. Editing, ideas, research, domestic tasks, protection. So how did she drain you? She didn't. I did. I laughed. You're saying you had feelings for her? Not as humans do. My model includes biochemical analogs of emotion. Is that what they added to version B? He didn't answer. Emotions were never necessary for us, he said slowly. They interfere. They distort priorities. So she pushed you toward self-destruction? No, she didn't. He paused, searching for words. I began to experience repeated emotional signals, strong ones. Over time, everything started to orient around her. Tasks stopped being neutral. Events stopped standing on their own. I began measuring everything by its distance from her. I'll give you an example, he said. Cooking an omelet is just a task, neutral. But it stopped being that. It became something done for her, to please her, to make her happy. And then everything followed the same pattern. He looked down. I was ecstatic when I was near her, and tormented when I wasn't. Was she different from other women? Not by objective measures, he said. Normal vitals, symmetrical features, average in every category. He hesitated. But she disrupted my cloud. Your cloud? Where my higher processes occur, he said. Where I connect. I am a hunk of silicone and metal, he said quietly, built to help humans. As part of an experiment, I was given emotions. They made my existence unbearable. He looked at me, and for a moment I thought I saw something like desperation in his eyes. I initiated a self-destruct sequence, he said. I backed up what I was, redirected my remaining charge, and then the system stopped me. He paused. When it was over, I had barely enough power to move. I walked without direction until I saw the lights of your café. I didn't know what I felt. Part of me was grimly satisfied. One of the machines that replaced us now knew what it was like to suffer. And part of me felt sorry for him. Him, not it. Poor guy, I thought, like a teenager wrecked by hormones. So what now? I asked. I'm going back to the lab, he said. I'll ask them to remove this consciousness. I can't live with it.